All right, so the plumbing wall, this is going to be the one that really tests your patience. There's a lot of stuff going on here, especially this weird oblong type of shower faucet, and you have a nice cut that you have to put right towards the edging of this niche. So pretty complicated. You know, hopefully you ordered a couple extra pieces of tile because most likely you're going to go through them. But first off, let's just get the side set. So we'll get our metal Rondec cut, 88 1/4, and then we got to cut out the wood here again in this unusual situation so we can allow the tile to slide up. Okay, so same thing. Got our laser here. Now we could just measure a piece of tile and it'll slide down below the curb. 10 1/2. Oh,
I have a feeling.
no. So this guy, we're going to be just putting right to the edge here. So, you know, we don't really have much flexibility here, so we might as well cut and set these trim pieces in because I don't have any flexibility. On a normal tile niche, I have all the type of, you know, room in the world. I can overhang the niche, fill it with tile, and be totally fine. But in this circumstance, since this is a metal niche and we're not doing any tiling in there, it needs to be right to the edge. So let's go ahead and evaluate what we need here.
Just to highlight what I meant by that, when you're doing a regular tiled niche, you can overhang the waterproof niche and allow the tile work to work on however looks good. So if you have a sliver cut, you can make it a little bit wider. You could widen it out. If you're using a Schluter Rondec or edging, you can allow that to overhang the actual niche and then build up with thin set to make everything even. It actually is a lot easier in some fashion doing the tile deal versus what we're doing with our custom metal niche. So it does take a little bit more work, but it also can make it a little bit easier as well when it comes to making the cuts around the niche. So check out the video link below I have on doing a tiled niche. This might be something you're interested in. It can be fairly simple to do as well.
That should work. All right, so this is going to be the hardest part. Right here is this cut. So let's first get the dimensions of what we need. So 21 1/4. It's 10 3/4. 10 3/4 right to the center. 7 1/8. Okay, so we're just going to cut this all the way up to the line a bunch of different times. And one of these big diamond blades and just grind that out. That'll work. So you got plenty of room around that escutcheon plate. It doesn't have to be perfect. So when you're cutting an L cut like this, just use a little bit of water on your blade. I mean, you really don't need a wet saw. I mean, it's nice to have a wet saw. My blade is actually pretty dull on my saw, so I'm just going to use a grinder and then just soften up the edges with a sanding pad. Okay, we'll see. Looks like I need, it's pretty good. I think need a little bit, yeah, need a little bit more right around here. Yep, perfect. One down, one to go. So this will be a 2 15/16. This can just measure up to the top of the 4 1/4. So this guy is just an 1 3/8" hole, but what I would recommend is doing it on a scrap piece first and then centering it. And same concept as the last one. The same thing a little bit. So I could probably just take a little bit out of the bottom here. Perfect. Yeah, you just want to have enough room around there to get this out. So, you know, it's a little bit overcut, but it's not a big deal. So you can see how that meets up nice and flush with the tile, just a little bit recessed, which is actually what you want. So that worked pretty well, just being 1 inch outside of that framing.
So be sure to check out the installation of the shower valve and the blocking that is needed. What I meant by that is that setting a 2x4 blocking in the back of a regular standard wall sets that valve up perfectly for regular 3/8" tile.
What the hell? I'm way off anyways. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh my god. Just gonna take a little sliver off of this. Okay, looks good. All right, so now we got the border. So we got 33 1/4, just like the other side. Membrane. 15 1/4. Okay. All right, so next on is the curb, but this kind of proves that you really don't need a towel saw. I mean, I only made a couple cuts, but I really didn't even need to do that on the wet saw. So 12 by 24s in a simple border like this doesn't really require too many tools to really work with. I would just say if it's your first time, definitely order an extra box of tile. It's definitely you know, something you don't want to have to run out of and have a problem. But yeah, very cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to the curb. Let me clean up.